How you going, everyone? This is Travis. I grew my fitness coaching business from zero to six figures yearly in just 5 months. That's my account over there. I wanted to show you how I did this through the Stranger to Client playbook. Okay, now this is the standard or procedure or SOP to take someone from a stranger into a paying client. Okay, now you have to remember you are not a content creator, okay? Nor are you a fitness influencer, okay? You're a coach. You're paid to create outcomes, not reels, okay? I see this happen all the time. People think that getting viral, be on trend, rage bait videos, all of this stuff will help them gain more traction. It never ever happens, okay? If your execution rise and falls with your likes, comments, views, it's like building a house on a sand. Okay, you have no foundation, no rock solid foundation to generate clients. Okay, your niche are stuck. Okay, they have a problem. They're confused about, their food, their training, something along the lines of that. And they need your certainty, clarity, and guidance, not rage bait or trendy videos. Okay, you can change lives, but your Instagram still behaves like a hobby. No good. Okay, you're a professional, you're a specialist in your niche, in your market. Act like it. Okay, no one owes you attention, nor do you need everyone's attention. Okay, you only need your niche to have your eyes on your content, and you must earn it with clarity, with proof, conversations, real conversations, and speed. Speed is the most important thing. Okay. If you're done with viral spikes followed by zero new clients, this is exactly what Kaizen OS does to turn stranger into clients. You can click the link below this call to lock a call with me, and I'll show you how we can do this for you. Okay. Now, purpose. Turn Instagram from a content hobby into a conversion system. Okay. You'll map the client conversion pipeline and execute daily using clear KPIs, DM scripts, and response standards. Okay. Now, client conversion pipeline. There's four parts to this. Okay. Awareness. They discover you. Second is connection. They engage with you. Three, trust. Okay. Third, trust. They see you as the solution to their problem. Okay. Fourth, action. They apply. Okay. They book a call and they buy from you. Okay. Now, mastering this turns you from a content creator or a fitness influencer into a real business owner that makes money, that makes results for the clients. Okay. That produces something of value. Okay. Now, important note, and this is is so extremely important. Views do not equal clients. Views have never, will never equal to clients. Okay, never, ever, ever. I had one of my on my Instagram, one of my videos got like 3 million views, and it didn't even bring me a single client, and it got me like six followers from it after 3 million views. It doesn't convert. Never will convert. I stand by that all the time. Okay, viral content can spike reach, but it's not predictable, scalable, or required to make money. You don't need to make trendy videos or rage bait videos or whatever it might be to make money. It's not true. Okay, so these are the four core conversion principles. Okay, the know, like, trust framework. People do not buy from strangers. They buy from people they trust to solve their problems. Okay, very important. Trust is extremely important. Okay, first step is they know who you are, what you do, and see you show up consistently. Okay, this is either through maybe a follow me ad and then a couple retargeting ads, or through your content, or they're somehow into your pipeline, and they're constantly getting fed with your content. Okay, something along the lines of that. They start building up rapport with who you are. Okay, like they resonate with your personality, values, and standards. This is also why you don't want to be some run-of-the-mill fitness coach or fitness influencer who does the same shit all the time. People buy from real people. People who are going to pay you money can see through the bullshit that the whole industry has, which is why they are clicking on people like yourself who should be posting content that resonates with them, that highly resonates with who they were before and who they are now. Okay, your content should attract the aligned. Your contract your content should attract the aligned and filter out the misfits. Okay, Now, trust. They see proof. You get results, and that you are who you say you are. Okay. They need you need to absolutely flood their feed, flood your Instagram with undeniable and constant social proof. So you come up, you're perceived as the expert in your niche, the expert, the specialist, the I need to buy from him, and that's how I'm going to get to there. That's how you need to be perceived. Okay. You build a reliability and parasocial relationship through these results, candor, and showing real process. Okay. Now, actionable steps for you to implement this. You have to be posting weekly. Okay. Reels, carousels, normal posts. For me, it's daily. It has to be daily. Um, if you're dry content, not creative, whatever it might be, 4 times a week, bare minimum. Okay, stories has to be daily. Every single day you should be spamming your stories, 3, 4, 5 stories daily. A lot of it needs to be backed by social proof, but we can touch on that a little bit later. But stories daily, you need to be constantly popping up on their Instagram feed. Okay, you need to use storytelling plus social proof and education in every week's mix. Okay, show your story, show your client story, show the story of how you became who you are, or how your client became who they are now, whatever their dream outcome and desired state is. Okay, proof that you've done that. So, client testimonials, client testimonial videos. Video ads of you interviewing clients maybe on a Zoom or in person, stuff like this that builds that rapport, that builds that trust. And then obviously education, you need to be the expert. So value reels, giving out how they can solve their problems, things that's going to give them instant gratification right then and there after they watch your content. Your pinned posts, hero story, client results, value. Straight away, that's not what they need to be here with. So my hero story here, my first post of how I went from where I was to where I am now. Um, all my client results here, and then my third. I don't know why it's coming up as four right now, but my third pinned post, which is the value of how they can do it as a hybrid athlete. Okay. Now, obviously, every post, whatever, needs to end with some type of CTA so that you're inviting them in to actually have a conversation with you. Two, conversations before conversions. If you wouldn't propose on the first date, do not pitch the first DM. Okay, you're not hopping on a DM just to sell the course straight away. You're going to get blocked, you're going to get ghosted. It's going to be a very poor cash collected month for you. Don't do that shit. Most coaches pitch way too early and get ghosted. Lead with relationships, okay? Start off by building a relationship, building that rapport with your prospect, okay? Discover their pain, add some value into their life, and then invite them in to see if they're going to be a good fit with you and your team, okay? Conversation flow. Okay. Icebreaker. Simple. Saw that you liked my post, bro. Was that helpful? How's your training going so far this week? Just saw your story of you in the gym. What did you train? Simple, simple stuff just to start the conversation going around. Okay. Then start to figure out what their pain is, why they followed you, why they DM'd you begin or whatever it might be. And just apply gentle pressure. So, what's one thing that's holding you back from your goal? How long have you struggled with that one thing? Um, just simple questions like that. That's very lighthearted, very uh, gentle to figuring out what the underlying pains are. Okay. Then a quick value insight. I love just sending a voice note. Saves me typing and wasting time. Voice note on a quick, maybe 30 to a minute of exactly how they can fix that problem that they're struggling with. And then after that, after I build that rapport, I invite them into the call. Okay. Want me to help you map this out? Want to hop on a quick 15-minute call, show you how you can get to A to B, from A to B, simple stuff like that. Now, for your actionable steps, you can save your DM templates like this, send voice notes, track your convos, which is important to know which person or which type of prospect are you getting that's leading to more conversions. Is the one that's working full time, resonating with you more, and wanting to buy from you more often? Is it the students that's you're getting that's hitting you up, but they may be talking to you a lot more, but their conversions are a lot lower? Figure out what is the ideal prospect within your ICP, within your niche. Okay. Now, response speed equals revenue. This is so important, so important. When someone reaches out, their intent is at the highest right then, right now. Okay, it's not they're going to reach out and 5 hours, they come at night, maybe tomorrow morning you respond to them. As soon as that lead comes, you text them straight away. Okay, you should already have automation set up to hit them up and start nurturing them. But to follow that conversation through, you really need to make sure that you're texting them as soon as possible. Okay, now delay kills momentum. If you do not respond within the first, for me, it's the first minute. As soon as the lead comes in, within that minute, I'm texting them. If you do not respond to them within that first 5 minute bracket, their motivation is going to go down. They'll see someone else's ad, they'll go into their next brain rot and get very sick of you very, very quickly. Okay. Now, the standards, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Active hours, you reply 1 to 5 minutes, whether that's your 9 to 5 or when you talk to clients. Outside hours, whether that's when you wake up 5 to 9 and from 5 to 9 as well after PM. I don't care. 1 to 5 minutes. Every single time a DM comes in, you text them straight away. No bullshit, no excuse. Okay, you have to outwork everyone. You have to outwork your competition, and more importantly, you have to outwork yourself and your perceived version of yourself. If you're someone who wants to get to 20K, 30K, 50K, 10K, whatever the number might be, you're not doing enough work right now to get there. Outwork everyone, outwork yourself. Okay. Now, tools, saved replies. Everything of mine's a saved reply. I just write, if I'm writing how long you've been struggling with that for, my saved reply is how. The whole message comes up, send. Instead of me taking 20 seconds to write, it's a 1 second. How, done, send, next conversation. Okay. ManyChat, everyone should know this. That as soon as the lead clicks begin, I have a smart delay on so it's not doesn't seem too much like a bot. Sends them straight a message. Okay, now they're a bit more warmed up. I have that conversation. I book them in from the call. Okay. Notification hygiene. Every single time I respond to a lead and it's on my notification, swipe next one. So when someone comes in, swipe next one after I've responded. Don't make your home screen feel cluttered because then you're going to feel cluttered as well. The value ladder strategy. Okay. Guide people up the ladder. Okay. Most won't jump in right away. Okay. So, an example of this, which is a very basic one, some type of free value, your reels, checklists, mini trainings, a PDF, some shit like that. Second is a DM combo, audit, ask the pains, keyword triggers, whatever that might be. CTAs, so within the conversation, ask them to invite them on the call or through your link in bio and stuff. If you should have your Calendly or whatever your booking system is for a call, that invite that there just so that it's always open for them to come in. Your core offer, okay, if it's one-to-one coaching, that's your core offer, sweet, that's what you want to be selling. And then the upsell and the downsell. So what's after core offer? Is that what's your next price up that they can get in case they want to go up? Or what's the next price down? Because that's still a qualified lead that's come in. Maybe they can't afford your one-to-one, but what's something that they can be put in under? Let's say it's a $50 a week, just access to your training protocols or something. That way you can start liquidating ad budget, which is a very complex strategy later on. Okay, now actionable step for this, just like very simply define your ladder. Where are you at? What stages you at? What free values you're going to give? What conversations? What's your automations? What are you going to talk about? What's your CTA word? Stuff like this. Okay, upsell and downsell is really important. Knowing what your upsell is in case they're looking for something a little bit more advanced, or what's your downsell so that you're still collecting some money out of this prospect there. Okay, now turning principles into systems. Okay, how you can make this work. Profile setup, very, very simple. Okay, handle in your name, exactly who you are, who you help. Bang, custom cultivation, that's my name. Online coaching, very, very, very specific about the online coaching. I get a lot of people, used to get a lot of people that hit me up wondering if I do it in person. No, online. Okay, who you help, extremely important. When they click on your page from an ad, and they don't see exactly who you help, if it doesn't resonate with them, they're not going to buy with you. Okay. Be very clear. I help men who train martial arts and gym achieve a muscular physique without compromising either discipline. Okay. Very, very clear. My niche understands that to the T. Okay. Link in bio to make sure that they can book a call. That's there. Pin post, like I said before, my hero story, results that I've gotten, and some value there. Okay. Now, weekly content, Candice. Okay. Reels again should be weekly, should be daily, sorry. Actionable tips, value, myths, case studies, what you offer, etc., etc. Stories daily, behind the scenes, what you're fucking drinking, what you're cooking, what you're training, how you're training, mindset. If you want to talk some fucking philosophy on there, something just to get them that relatability factor and the resonance factor. Okay. CTA once a week at minimum. Okay. Clear CTA in your story or a post, letting people know that you're taking on clients. Okay. The final thing here, stories that sells. Stories is what sells clients, sells people, not your content. Okay. Stories are so, so important. So every single week you need to be having this structure. As you run follow me ads or DM me ads, stories is what they're going to be seeing and clicking on, right? That's the instant response, not looking, watching these long form videos anymore. People's brains are rotted. So you really need to make sure that the stories is where you're spending a lot of time. Okay. First thing, client win. Okay. Show a result, their before, after, or their week to week progress, how much weight they gained, how much weight they lost, whatever it is, screenshot graph, or just show a picture of your Loom review if that's how you do your check-ins. Okay. The process, show your check-ins, show you the feedback they give them, show the tracking sheet that they might have, invite them in so that they get a glimpse, a sneak peek, a little bit of a teaser of how you're going to help them and what your system looks like for them. Okay. Most clients aren't built up in the one conversation or the one story. It's a constant hit and hit and hit of stories and stuff that they're seeing, which eventually leads them to texting you, to wanting you to be their coach. Okay. Beliefs and standards. Now, your philosophy, you got to talk about that, and kind of set the tone throughout your stories. It also helps filter in who's hardworking, who really resonates with you the most, so that they buy from you, and it filters out the shit clients because if they don't like what you're saying and they're not really vibing with you, they don't agree with your philosophy, your discipline, your hard work. It's better that they don't become a client because they cause more headaches than what their monetary value is worth. Okay. Offer, um kind of, you can offer your prices and stuff, but just be very clear about your scarcity. So limited short slots that you have, start dates, maybe you do beginning of every month, beginning of every week. Just show that you need to be quick to get in before all those are taken, even though most times you should be taking as much clients as possible. Okay. Now, ideas for this is you can have like a quick audit on your story. Next three people to DM me audit. Next three people to DM me begin. I'll quickly audit and give you a quick mini plan on how you can get to the next level. Sweet. Poll on your story. What's harder, training or food? I'm gonna DM the top voters. I'm gonna DM a tip to the voters that respond because obviously they're interested in something that you have to offer. Okay, so these are examples. Now, I hope this helped. Obviously, if you want to take it to the next level, skip the bullshit, make money right here, right now. Click the link below, book a call with me, and let's get to work.